See, 10 years ago, I knew nothing about geopolitics. Okay, 10 years ago. Today, I've read a few books on geopolitics, and in fact, I don't really look at intra-country politics when I'm thinking about what might happen in any space. I think about what might happen between this group and that group, this country and that country, because see, the way the world is now, the things that your neighbor or your competitor does affect everything you do inside your country, you know. And I'm very fascinated by that. Okay, now there is a political issue in Africa that is brewing, and I don't know if you guys talk about it. Okay, it might become a big security issue. That's the argument between Egypt and Ethiopia about the Nile, and we know how important the Nile is for all those countries along it. Okay, so yes. I mean, what do you see about that issue?
So you know, in the past years, you said in 10 years you never heard about the geopolitics, and these are a new term. It is a term that has so many political analysts have been using it, and so many international affairs analysts and experts are using it today because of the new or the modern diplomacy that is actually being enrolled by states and other international actors, national and international actors, and also non-state actors. You see, geopolitics is basically it is international relations.
Yes,
it is diplomacy.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing new. It's only the name. So, but on this one, there is the context of locality, and the context of the geography. Of course, yes. It is the politics within a certain geography and
yes.
Yeah, so that's actually what the term is being derived from when you say geopolitics.
Yes. So it affects both the landmass, the economics around that locality, and other security issues and all that. Yeah.
It cuts across. It cuts across commerce. It cuts across the landmass, maritime commerce within the global supply chain. So it cuts across all levels of spheres of the commerce or governance. And when we look at the issue of the Egypt, Ethiopia, and the River Nile now, it's a strategic area that is of interest to so many countries.
Yes.
So because you look at Ethiopia, where Ethiopia is, and then you are looking at Egypt, and you know these two countries are the countries with, of course, with the military capabilities and big capabilities in Africa, and you'll see that there is a lot of activities that is going around the River Nile, and actually the River Nile itself, the valleys,
the dam and all that.
Yeah, sure. Because you're looking at an issue of transportation. You're looking at an issue of things like
agricultural.
Yeah, sure. Production of electricity. We are looking at an issue of economic activities that is going through this region, and you see that there are so many interests that may be that may attract some bargaining powers from both states in Africa and also international communities that may be interested to have at least a share or have a negotiation of, so that they can develop their commerce here in Africa. So it's actually an issue of we have a security issues. Why do we have security issues in these areas, and not only in the River Nile and the areas in Africa that are of human economic importance, and you look at those areas, they are the most areas that are prone to actually to conflicts, and they are prone to civil wars, that they are prone to extremism. So why are these only areas prone to these challenges and security issues? It is because there are so many parties that are of interest to those areas, and there are a lot of politics that is being played, and there's none who wants to get away from it. So you get that in these areas, some parties want to dominate more than others, whereas there are some parties which are weak and others they are powerful, and then it brings up the issue of security threat and security risk. So that's the issue that we are actually facing more in African context and the African continent.
See, when the conflict in Sudan started,
yes, sure.
I mean, Sudan is also along the line now, you know.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, how is that issue being sorted out?
You see, issues of the most important is that there is flow of commerce within or within such areas, especially when there are areas of maritime interest. When there is maritime interest, water bodies, that is, because this is areas where much of the supply chain that it goes around, and commerce actually rotates around these maritime areas. And you see, why are these areas of importance? Because there is that proliferation and there is movement of weapons, both small and light weapons, to and out of the continent. So you see that much of these areas, they are used to smuggle weapons into the country, and they are used to smuggle maybe natural resources, issues like minerals out of the country.
Out of the country.
Out of the country. So that's why you see that we have a case that we need to study as analysts and as academics. We have an issue as African to study on this issue of the maritime borders and the water bodies within Africa. How are they of importance when it comes to geopolitics? So the issue of Sudan, it's an issue of interest because this is a civil war that is in Sudan, but we have other external parties that are also interested on it. Other than the Eastern African region and the EAC and also the IGAD, the IGAD Intergovernmental Authority Development, trying to have a way to negotiate the movement or the issue that is going on in Sudan. We have also other parties that are of concern to these conflicts that are being or that are going on in Africa. So it's an issue that we as a community, as African and as academics, as analysts, that we should be able to study about when it comes to